Hello everybody. Today I would like to talk about the French language and the English language. So today we have to talk also about history for understanding this topic. And of course then I will do some examples. First of all, I want to start with this graphic. Here we can understand that yes, as you can see, we have the here is show the origins of the words in the actual English language, the origins of the words. So we have 29% from the Latin, 29% from the French. So in total, as you can see, we are talking about more than half. Latin and French in total is 58%. So if you can understand this part, it's clear to see that a lot of words are coming from these two very important groups, the French language and the Latin. Of course, we have a 26% from the Germanic languages. This is where of course, when a lot of people they are, of course, saying that the English language is in the Germanic group of languages, but in reality, this is what we have. When you open the English dictionary, 29% of the words are from originally from Latin and the other 29 from the French, so the 58%. Then we have also other little parts, other languages, Greek 6%. Okay, first of all, if you can understand these, half of the way is done. Because for the rest, then we have to understand why. Why? Of course, for historical reason. Here we have all the wars. Of course, I'm using Wikipedia. All the wars between the English and the French. So we have here the first conflict in 1109. Then we have a lot of other wars. Here you have all the list. So we are talking about there is a very long list. One of the most important, of course, is this one. Is when the House of Normandy uh, was invading the the south of England. Uh, okay, this we have already seen. A great number of words of French origin have entered the English language, to extent that many Latin words have come to the English language. I was reading in some parts of some information that today the in the English dictionary we have about 8,000 words coming from the French and Latin. Or here we have some examples. For the fact that the French took the power, also is very important to understand that the French language was used by the elite, by the group of people that were ruling. So the French became um, these French and Latin words became the vocabulary that the elite was using. What else? Okay, also this part is important. It's important to say that, of course, English is a Germanic language, but with a grammar and a core vocabulary inherited from the Proto-Germanic. Okay, and this is the base of English. However, a significant portion of the English, significant, and we have seen significant that we are talking about the 58% or more of the English vocabulary comes from Romance and Latinate sources, and this is what we have seen, particularly Anglo-Norman and French, but also the Italian language, the Portuguese, the Spanish, Gothic, etc., etc. Okay, now that we have understood something about this topic, uh, of course, here we have the Norman conquest of 1066 gave England a two-tiered society with an aristocracy. Oh, this one was the part that was really interesting. Aristocracy, which spoke Anglo-Norman, and the lower class, which spoke English. So, the Anglo-Norman that ruled the country, coming from the south or from the north of France, they have invaded English. So, the the lower class was ruled by the French. And that's all. Here you can study many other things. Also, consequence for the English, this part is very nice. In addition to a large number of historical borrowings and coinage, today Latinate words continue to be coined in English. See classical compounds, particularly in technical context. A number of more subtle consequences include, oh, this one is very nice, numerous doublets. What are the doublets? It means that you have two or more terms for both Germanic and Latinate source. I mean, you can find cow or beef. The For example, here ant or formic, the bee or apian, the bird or avian, the crow or corvin, etc., etc. Here you have the of course the butterfly is from the Germanic, and the Latinate is this one, the second one, the worm and the vermin, the spider and the arachnid. As you can see, you have the doublet. So, and usually the second one, the Latin word is used also in the for example in the in medicine and other topics. Okay, now some examples, and the short lesson is done. For example, when in English we say, for example, to acquire. In Italian language is acquisire. To acquire, it means to obtain something. Let's see the Portuguese. Adquirir is quite the same. The Romanian is different. This one, the French, that is what we are studying in this video. You see, is exactly the same. Acquire.
Acquérir. Acquire.
The French, the Spanish, the Italian, Portuguese, the Spanish. We have to check for the Spanish. You see, exactly the same. Let's try with another word. For example, intuitive.
Intuitive.
Intuitive. One moment. Intuitive. It means to understand in a intuitive way, when you understand something in without too many passages. You understand it in a quite immediately. Oh, let's check, for example, the French is the same.
Intuitive.
Let's check the Italian language. Intuitivo. Intuitiva, intuitivo, yes.
Intuitivo.
Let's check for the Portuguese. It's the same. Let's check for the Romanian. That remember that in this group, in the Latin root languages, we have the Portuguese, we have the Spanish, we have the French, we have the Italian language, and we have the Romanian language. So, where is exact?
Intuitive.
Intuitivo. Okay, another word, another example. Compensate. To compensate. Compensate. What's the meaning? To counterbalance. Okay? To make up for something. Compensate. Romanian, compensa. In Italian, compensare.
Compensare.
In Spanish, compensar. Portuguese, compensar. And the French, compenser.
Compenser.
Compenser, sorry. Okay, so the last one. Let's take one word from the military group. For example, mobilize. 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 Mobilize is the same.
Mobiliser.
In the French language, in the Italian, mobilitare. Sì, sì, mobilitare. In the Spanish, Portuguese, everything is the same. So, I think that this is just a short lesson for my students that is very useful. From this lesson, I hope that from the history roots, you can understand a lot of what you have today in the modern language. Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I wish you all the best, and goodbye.